Good day. I'm Jared White for Brownfield here on Agra America. Today we're visiting with Thaddeus Bates, Senior Manager with Nutrien Agronomy at the Nutrien Ag Solutions Innovation Farm outside of Champaign. Thaddeus, we've gathered here outside of Champaign, Illinois, Nutrien Ag Solutions opening a new innovation farm here in the state. A nice crowd on hand for the ribbon cutting. And this is a ribbon cutting that is a few years in the making, it sounds like.
Yes, so we entered this project in 2019. We all know what the world's been through since then. We've been through several iterations and ultimately landed, I think, in the best spot we could on size and space.
Talk a little bit about this farm, the size of it, what you guys do here, what you're trying to do.
Sure. So we're 282 acres total. We have 250 under tillable, split 125 corn and soy. We like to pick up where R&D leaves off. So we take where all the research and development ends, and we make it available to our growers at earlier processes, so we get the information and the innovation out to them quicker is the goal. So we want to partner with our suppliers, whether it be equipment, technology, or products, within the last 2 years of their development, so we can actually understand what this product's going to do. We don't have to wait for it to come to the market to start showcasing for our retail team to understand what the product is.
Kind of gives you a heads up, understands what's coming down the pipeline.
It works for both parties, so it works for the suppliers, works for us to understand. We're not having to be reactionary. We're actually partnered with our suppliers there through the end of it to get it across the finish line to understand how it works. That way we can educate our team on how to go out and sell this product.
Can you give us some examples of things that have come through the Innovation Farm pipeline?
For sure. I'll kind of leave the brands out because we will not put brands against each other. Our goal is to understand the products themselves. So we've had multiple numbered compounds come in, knowing that there are a number of compounds that they had a high probability of coming into licensing. So we start off with probably destruction type crops. So we'll look at a third of an acre that's been had a product on it. It'll go into its licensing. It'll get a product name. We'll actually broaden the acres that it's applied on. And then once it's licensed, we're actually able to use it on the full acre. So we have 3 years there potentially where we're seeing how that product works and then before it actually hits the market. So we're not taking the 3 years after the launch to try and teach on how to use this. We're going across the finish line with the R&D team and understanding how these products function and act.
And the results for the farmer is a more knowledgeable staff to help them implement it on their operation, it sounds like.
So it's more knowledgeable. We also, what usually takes 12 to 15, we've seen where we can reduce that time, 12 to 15 years on the innovation piece of a product. We can sometimes cut off 25% of that time. So we're getting these products to the market quicker, which is beneficial to the grower, beneficial to the suppliers. We have the better control for our products.
What's some of the results that you've seen, tangible results for farmers from some of these products that have come through? I mean, yield bumps, things like that, better management of nitrogen, things like that?
So nitrogen management is key. We also understand that we want to make sure that we have crop protection in the right spot. So one thing that comes to mind immediately is making sure we have a full acre solution. So I talk about the bookends a lot. We understand the soil, we understand the weather. What happens in between is it's the equipment, technology, products, practices, and most importantly, people. That's different for every grower. So we kind of treat it as a Rubik's Cube because we know it's different. So we need to ask each one of those questions to understand where those growers are so we can meet the grower's demand as the ultimate with the best ROI for them. So we'll look at, we know different budgets, especially in today's climate with the economy, that growers are doing different things to make sure that they're able to farm the following year. So those are things that we all look into. We kind of have 85% of what's on the farm today is available to growers. So 15% of what we're looking at is that new technology that's coming in so we can keep that pipeline full.
Mm-hmm. And the result is, you mentioned it, that ROI for the growers and keeping them in business. And if folks want to follow along with some of the things that are happening with Nutrien along the Innovation Farm pipeline, is that information coming out to folks?
It is coming out to folks. We actually have a media room that we've set up in here. We're working on some podcasts to get out, so there'll be a lot of social following. There'll all be a lot of media following as well. So we're hoping to build out this network. As you know, we've just opened here in November of last year. We're starting to build some of these media relationships so we can get this information out.
Very good. Best of luck with that. Best of luck with the upcoming growing season here at the farm. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming out today.
Once again, that's Thaddeus Bates. He is the Senior Manager with Nutrien Agronomy here at the Nutrien Ag Solutions Innovation Farm just outside of Champaign, Illinois. I'm Jared White for Brownfield on Agra America.